News 3 Today starts now.
All right, new technology is making it possible for men and women to improve and maintain their looks with minimally invasive treatments. That's a very good word for those of us who do not like invasive things. Here to talk with us in studio, Dr. Jason Emer. Dr. Emer, thank you for coming in. You're in for the Aesthetic Show in Las Vegas. You're actually on the board of the Aesthetic Show in Las Vegas. Yeah. So what is the Aesthetic Show before we get into this?
It's literally one of the biggest cosmetic conferences in the country, almost the world. Doctors come from all over the world to learn about the newest advances in cosmetic surgery, in dermatology, and plastic surgery. So we're always talking about the newest and best things that can make you look and feel good.
You brought some of this into for us today to kind of show us what minimally invasive really looks like. The Morpheus 8, from what I understand, is the first thing you're going to show us.
Yes, that's this handle right here. It's one of the newest things to give you skin tightening. A lot of our patients now, rather than just looking bright, they want to prevent sagging and wrinkles. So there wasn't many non-invasive treatments for that. It was all surgery before. This uses deep needles to heat the skin and literally remodel collagen without even having any downtime.
We have some video of, I believe, it being used right now. Yeah. Normally when we think of skin tightening, you think of things like Botox or getting injections. This is a lot different.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing. This is an in-office procedure with minimal pain, and you can see there's little needles that go under the skin, and over time that stimulates collagen. So you can go to the office and be red maybe for a day, almost look like you had nothing done, and as the year progresses with more treatments, you look younger and younger.
How often do you have to do this? When you start it, do you have to keep doing this over and over again in order to keep your skin firm and tight?
I call this skin gym. You know, it's just like having a personal trainer. You got to go every month or two to keep it up. Otherwise, you just don't look as good. The aging process kicks in, and you don't get as good of a result.
All right, this one looks a little different. This is called the AccuTite.
Yeah, and this is a little device that actually goes under the procedure. We call under the skin. This is called minimally invasive. So there's a puncture, a little needle poke. We go under the skin, and we literally fine-tune small areas like around the mouth, under the chin, or around the eyes where you're starting to sag, to tighten and shrink wrap that area.
How old do you have to be to start doing this stuff? We see younger people kind of doing it. You see the photo right there, and you can't tell, I mean, obviously you can tell the before and after, but it looks like almost one picture was taken and then one picture was taken 10 years down the road.
Exactly. Kind of I mean, they're looking a lot younger and brighter and tighter, but you don't know why. And that's the key, is if you do this early on, it prevents sagging. The AccuTite specifically on the face and the BodyTite on the body keep those areas that you notice in your grandpa or your parents that start to sag. You know that's going to happen, so we treat that a little bit earlier, like the neck or around the eyes or mouth. And if it's on the body, it could be cellulite, sagging around the buttocks, stomach, after having kids, things like that. That's what the BodyTite does.
BodyTite right here, it looks like a bigger version of the
AccuTite, exactly. Yeah, and this goes under the skin, minimally invasive procedure. We do numbing in the office. You can literally go right back home after the treatment. Bigger areas require a little more downtime, but this has almost none. And you can tighten. You can see here in the video we're doing inner thighs, so a lot of women complain of having some sagging there, especially as they age. So we can tighten skin underneath and actually even remove fat in those areas if this gets hot enough to the right temperature and get a nice contour if we wanted.
You guys are always obviously mindful of, you know, obviously image, but also making sure people are doing it for the right reasons.
Exactly. Yeah, most of my patients come in because they want to do preventative treatment, stay looking good, but not being overdone, not looking unnatural, and not doing things that are going to make them, you know, be too obsessed with their body over time. So we're doing these small little tweaks, and that's what's great about this company that makes these devices. These are minimally invasive treatments to just add to your lifestyle.
Dr. Emer, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
We'll be right back.
Thanks for having me.